Good afternoon. This is Debbie Broughton, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Robert, Missouri. I was supposed to be on here at 2 o'clock, but I couldn't get it set up, so I had to switch it to 2:30. And so now I'm on just a little bit early. I'm excited today to show you some new items that I got in the mail yesterday from Stampin' Up! They're all from the online exclusives and the new catalog that starts May 5th. And so I thought you might want to see some of the items. I didn't have a chance to make samples with them yet, but I'm going to do that this evening. So tomorrow's video I'll have some samples and different things to show you. It's a bright sunny day here in South Central Missouri. Yesterday was a dreary, rainy, stormy day. Well, it was stormy at night. But now we got the rain, and so the grass is growing, so it needs to be cut. All the good things we have to do now that it's spring, finally. I'm hoping that my comments work better today. I really don't know. I've tried so many different things. But I will keep on looking over at my laptop to see if I have any comments. And if I don't answer, that means I won't see them until I sign off. So my clock says it is 2:30, so we're going to get started. The very first thing I'm going to show you is, I've already showed you this set, but I forgot to buy the embossing plate to go with it so that I could emboss them. So I finally got it, and here it is. And even though it says it's a plate, it's a floppy plate. Kind of like we used to have floppy disk in the computer world, but now we have a floppy plate. And one of the questions I saw on a different site was, won't this get cut up? Because you have to lay your die with the cut edge up when you emboss. And I have embossed, and you can kind of see maybe a little bit, but it's not really cutting it. It's just kind of, it's a little bit darker, but I can't really feel that it's actually cut it or anything. And I don't even know if you can see that on the video. I can kind of just see faded marks from the dies. So let's see what we did with this. So the first thing is, here's the directions. The first thing you're going to do is a normal cut where you use plates 1, 2, plate, and then the gray number 4 embossing plate on top, and you run it through, and then it will emboss it. So what it looks like. So this is the largest die. So can you see how nice that is, all embossed around the edges? Now, one hint I did, the first time I did this large one, I sent it through, and then I rolled it back, because that's usually how I do my dies. And my die didn't stay in, my frame did not stay in the die, and when I tried to put it in there, it messed up. So my advice, I did the rest of them, I just rolled it through once, because usually you like it when they pop out. But for this, you want them to stay in the die, so that they'll emboss properly. So my hint would be just roll it through once, take it off. Now when you cut this out, you also get, I didn't save them out here. I thought I did, and now I started another project. So but you also get a rectangle that's this size, just a plain rectangle. So the next size is this one. I did this one in the Barely Blush. And I don't know if you can see how it's embossed here. It just gives it that extra little hint of embossing around it, which is so cute. And then, oh, here it is. See, this piece got cut out of here. This piece got cut out of here. So you're kind of really getting a 2-for-1. And then here's this oval piece. And then you emboss it. It kind of looks like sun rays. And this piece pops out, so there you have another label. And then the smallest one does not cut out the middle. but it does emboss around the edges. So I'm very excited to use this and to make some samples with this. And I just wanted to show you how to work. And I want to tell you another thing. This rubber mat must have a lot of static or something, because when I finished rolling it through, I had like little fibers of the paper, but I just took some Scotch tape and kind of patted it on there and got them off. Maybe just because it was the first time I used anything, but it seemed to get a lot of little fuzz on it. So let me set this over here. The next thing I got was the product of the month, which is the Eyelet Blooms die. And I will show it to you. Here it is. It's actually 6 inches long, so you when you die cut it, I cut it just a little bit off to make it be my 5 1/4. And I know that a lot of you don't like to punch out a lot, or not punch out, but use your poker tool to poke out a lot. But I want to say that when I used my brush on this, at least 90% of the little pieces came out. And so I didn't really have that many to have to use my pick a tool on. And another hint on this, when I first started, I thought, oh, I have to really rub hard with my brush to get them out. And I noticed my brush wasn't turning, so I put less pressure on my brush and tried it again, and I had a much better luck that way. So you don't want to press too hard. I was just thinking with all that to knock out, I wanted to add extra pressure, but I didn't need it. So this is the product of the month. When you spend $75 on product, then you can purchase this die for $5. And I think it's just going to make a beautiful background for a lot of different cards. Okay. So now I bought this set because sometimes I just like sets like this. These little simple, it's got Band-Aids and flowers and a feel better soon and ouch and be brave, little flower, a heart, the Red Cross sign, and these little dots would cut out little dots on here. Or no, this is the stamp set, so you could stamp this and then stamp some dots in there, or whatever you want to do. That. This is the die set. So you've got the Red Cross, the flower, the heart, this Band-Aid, and this Band-Aid, and then you also have this little Band-Aid, which you notice it'll like make those little holes on there, and a flower and a heart. So I'm excited to play with this one. Sometimes I just like cute get well cards or feel better cards, so that my person who receives it maybe gets a smile when they open up their envelope. And this, I think, is that you could stamp this on here and make it be a Band-Aid that had flowers on it. That would look cute, wouldn't it? Okay, and then I got this other stamp set and die, and I already got the paper. And then I decided I can't live without the dies, because they are going to make some really cute cards. I've already seen some cards that I want to make with it. So let me show you the dies. See, it's going to like cut out this circle, or the sun rays, or a lighthouse. Here's a circle. Here's a little fence. This is for this rocks, the little sailboats, a net, and some seashells. And the paper for this, I showed it to you on my last video. It will look great with this. Just a lot of sunrises. So this is called Sunset Coast. And I think that the paper for it is Scenic Coastline or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I already put it away so that I could have a clean desk, because the other day I was missing my die for my little seagulls in my other sailboat set I had, and I couldn't find it, so I cleaned my whole desk and everything, and then I found it in my pocket. I forgot that the phone rang, and I had it in my hand, and I slipped it in my pocket so I wouldn't lay it somewhere and lose it, and instead I lost it in my pocket. But thankfully I remembered before I put those jeans in the washer. So the next thing I bought was this, and this is called Beach Boardwalk. And I looked, and it is not on the last chance list. Wait, I have another set of paper. So I'm not sure if it's going to hang out or not, but because I have this stamp set with the Ferris wheel, and I decided I wanted to do some cards with this paper because it's so pretty. So the colors we see in this are Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lolly, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, Summer Splash, and Timid Tiger. I'm pretty sure that these will, I'm not sure if it's going to stay around because it has Pretty in Pink and that retired, but they might. All I know is that it wasn't on the last chance list. So here's one side, it's all little tickets, and the stamp set has a stamp that you could stamp inside here saying, enjoy the ride. Let me just look it up. I don't remember if the dies, let me get them out here. The dies do have a die that can cut out the ticket. I love that we have our stamps and our dies in these new envelopes because I have this container sitting right here on my desk, and I have so many stamp sets and dies here, and then they could just sit here so I don't have to get up and go to my other shelves. So this will cut out some of these tickets. Let me see if this one will cut out. Oh, this one's too big to cut this out. You could cut it out, but it would be shorter. But you can cut out some of them. And I've always been trying. This is for the little cars. I can't remember what this is for. I know, these are for the cars on the roller coaster. The roller coaster is a stamp, and these would be the little cards that you would put on the roller coaster. So that's the one side of this paper. Let's see what's on the other side. And this kind of looks like water. So you could have a beach scene, and this could be your water. Then we have, this is my favorite with the palm trees, with the either the sunset or the sunrise sky behind them. Isn't that pretty? And then on the back is some more, what I think looks like waves, but only with the different colors. I'm trying to think if I said all the colors, but I'm trying to think of what that purple was. Petunia Pop, maybe. Nope, there's, oh yeah, Petunia Pop, and that's retired too. So here's just some designs, which is very cool. And on the back is more like clouds and the sky. You can always use that, it makes great backgrounds. These are little suns. And on this side is some more clouds in different colors. Then look at this page. This is another page that I just want to keep following today. I love this page too with all the palm trees in the background. Aren't those beautiful? And then the back of this one is more of the Petunia Pop and the Pretty in Pink and the Blackberry Bliss. And here's one with the Ferris wheel. Let's see if the Ferris wheel will cut out that Ferris wheel. I'm not sure if it does or not. It's not that hard to cut the Ferris wheel out. Oh, look. This will cut it out, but it will not cut out. Let me see. It doesn't cut out all the little buckets on there. It cuts out some of them. Maybe I don't have it lined up just right. No, it's not going to. It'll cut out its own cars, but they won't be these that are on there. Doing a live and it's ringing twice. So I'll just have to call them back. So the last thing I have is I bought the packet of the new ink color paper. And I got this just because sometimes it's nice just to, I have some cards that I'm making for some people at church, and this will be a good way I can make cards in different colors and have different patterns. So we have dots here and stripes. So I forgot how many pieces of paper you get. Let me look this up. So you get 20 pieces, so there's 2 of each design. So you would, and then in all 5 colors. So you get 2 of these in all the colors, and 2 of these in all the colors. This is the new Hydrangea Hue, Barely Blush. This is so light, I'm not even sure if it's going to show up very good on the camera. Okay, but it's very light. And then it has the big spots on this side, which are easier to see. And then here are the stripes. Let's look at the other stripes. Just lighter. And this is the Golden Glow, which is great for the Silly Old Bear suite. And stripes, and stripes, and Crisp Cantaloupe, which I love this color too. I'm glad that it came back. And more dots. So that's all I have for right now. Thank you for joining me, and I'm sorry that I was late. But I'm going to work tonight to get some cards made up with this paper, maybe a card made up with the Ferris wheel, because I have one like that. And maybe I can even do one with the new the new embossing folder, not embossing folder, die. The Eyelet Blooms die. I can maybe make this into a card. I think that's going to be so pretty. I hope you have a great afternoon. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments, because my comments are not showing up again. And I always go back and check my videos. And this will also be uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is Nana's Stanton Room. And I'll do that this evening, because Facebook only keeps videos for 30 days now. So I have transferred a lot of mine over to YouTube so that they can be there for a longer time. Have a great afternoon. Happy stamping.